I can't believe Bobo hadn't found that egg. He lays there on that porch a lot. And Bobo likes eggs. Hey gang, welcome back. I hope everybody's having a good day. It's already hot and muggy here. I'm fixing to head to work. But before we go, I'm gonna do something here that may get me run off. I've got a plan here we're gonna plant, and the wife may not like where I'm gonna put it at. There's our little tomato plant that come back on its own. Right here is what we're fixing to plant. Those are the cucumber seeds that I just bought at Baker's Creek. Let me get the package and we'll see what the name of them are. It was Bar or Dar? I don't know. Let's get the package and see. It's Dar, cucumber Dar. Give me one of them cucumbers there, Dar. They're a Polish variety. It's something relatively new. It says a superb new Polish variety. All-purpose slicing, pickling type, bush plants. Are downy, mildew resistant, attractive, brightly striped exterior. Sounds pretty good. But we're gonna put them out over here in a spot that may become a little controversial. I don't think it will, but you never know with these women. Now I've got a mow. It's just been so wet that I couldn't. I've weed eated this up here. I think where we're gonna put these at, I'm probably going to put 1, 2, 3, maybe 3 right through here. And my plan is to stretch some string across these posts and let those plants climb up on there. It said a bush variety, so the plants may not get too big. I don't know. I've never seen cucumbers that didn't run like crazy, so I don't know what this is calling bush variety. It probably tells here. Plant spacing 18 to 36 inches apart. No, it doesn't tell anything about how big the plant will get. Those out there in the garden, y'all saw those, they went wild. That clover plowed in is pumping the nitrogen to them, and they are making the vines. Now we won't have that here. This here, it's got a lot of worm activity around next to the concrete there where the leaves have been. So I'm thinking it'll be a pretty rich soil, but I've got a little bit of granulated fertilizer that I'm gonna put down in the hole with them. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll plant 3 of them. I think we got 5 in that container. And I'll wait till this evening before I plant the other 2, because I'd like to plant them right here. I would like to put them right there. See, these 3 here, and then 2 more right here. But before I plant them all here, I might as well wait and see what the woman says. But these 3 are definitely going here. And I'm not digging them back up. So what I've got here is this granulated fertilizer that sat out here and got rained in. But that's still perfectly fine to use. I'm going to just work up a little spot here. That ground pretty moist and rich looking right here. A little bit rocky. Now then, I'm going to pour a little of this liquid in, not much of it. I'll make 3 holes. Yeah, this spot right here is a lot more rocky. I'll pour a little bit of the liquid in there. Mr. Bunny, you're going to have to scoot over a little. We'll do one more hole right here. There went a lizard. I like a grubbing hole when you're doing stuff like this. They'll dig so much better than a regular garden hole. We're going to pour a little bit of that liquid into that one. Now, what I'm doing here is I'll mix that liquid down in the hole. I'll just mix it down in there. And we're going to put some more soil over the top of that. We don't want our roots coming in contact with that liquid from that fertilizer. Not right now, anyway. Now, I'm going to push the dirt back in. You can see these are starting to put on a real leaf right here. The roots are starting to come out the bottom of this. So when the roots start trying to come out the bottom, I like to get them out of there. So we're going to pick out our prettiest ones, I think, and try to put them in right here. You can see it's got some real pretty roots. Well, there's one. It went pretty well. And I think it's plenty far enough away from that fertilizer that it won't burn it. Now for our last one here. Y'all can probably hear them hummingbirds going wild over here. They're about to get dangerous. They'll buzz you everywhere you go out here going after that nectar over there. Well, that got all 3 of them. We got this one here, here, and here. Now, I'll try to keep up with these as they grow. And we'll see how big the bushes get on them, since they said it was a bush variety. I know I grow Blue Lake bush beans, and they don't get very big, but there is a Blue Lake running bean, and it just goes wild. So I don't know. I don't know if these cucumbers is going to be similar to that or not. I'm really happy about this little tomato plant here. I know y'all have heard me talk about it till you're sick of it, I guess, but it hadn't started putting on any tomatoes yet. It's got a bunch of blooms, and it's had them for a while. but I don't see any tomatoes. I've come out here and shook it and stuff to help pollinate them, but I don't know what's going on with it. I don't see no tomatoes. Yeah, wait a minute, right here's one. I'm not gonna point at it, it'll fall off. Right there, y'all can see it. That's the old saying, if you point at them, they'll fall off. I don't know if it's true or not, but we try not to point at them whenever we're showing each other the fruit on the vines. I'm gonna have to cool off a few minutes before I head to work. I'm pouring sweat. We've got the air conditioning hooked up in the house out here now. We're fixing to start the cabinets. And I'm glad for that air. They got it hooked up Friday. We had been working in there painting, and it was awful. What is going on around the country? Did y'all see that up in Michigan where some guy went in and stabbed 11 folks in the Walmart? And I hadn't heard them say a whole lot about it on the news, but the guy that stopped him was a person like me or you that was carrying his firearm. I reckon he cornered him out in the parking lot and held him there. Him and some more citizens held him there until the police got there. So that was good. I don't know. Pray for those folks that got stabbed. I don't know how bad any of them are, but that's just horrible. I don't know what's going on with people. It seems like everybody's on the edge. When we go to town, we have people blowing at us. We'll have our signal on and get into the turning lane and start to turn, and people come by you blowing like you've done something wrong. I don't know. It's just really ramped up. So if you're out there traveling, be real careful. You don't know who it is, what kind of lunatic it might be. I was just getting ready to end this video and start editing it. I'll show you something. We got a pretty good harvest yesterday, but that's not what I want to show you. Looky right down there. You see that egg? Y'all know we hatched those baby chicks back in the spring, and I lost one and we raised 3. 2 of them was roosters and 1 of them was a hen. I can't hardly keep her up. I've got her in the pen with the rest of them, and I've clipped her wing, but she still flies out, and she thinks she's a pet. She comes up here to the house and wants to hang around with us and with Bobo. She left us that egg there the day before yesterday. No, yesterday she left us that egg. Well, today, this morning, while I was making this video, I looked up and I seen her out over there. Well, I kind of let her stay out. She's gotten bigger now, and I don't think this falcon that we've got around here will bother her now since she's bigger. It's what caught her sister was the falcon. But anyway, she left us that egg. Let me get back to the story. I come home this evening from work, and let me show you where she left us one at now. Right there by my work boots. Oh yeah, and my wife's home too now, and we're gonna get to leave the cucumbers there. I told her she wanted them moved, she'd have to dig them up herself. She was all right with them. She likes cucumbers. I guess that's a good thing. But she was like, why is that hen leaving these eggs up here? I said, well, I don't know. I said, all my life growing up having dogs, they said that when a dog takes a squirrel or a rabbit, he'll bring it and put it on the porch. He's telling you that he's your pet, you know, that he's your friend. So I guess that little hen's saying that she's our pet. I don't know. But she's leaving the eggs. We don't have to walk far for them. I can't believe Bobo hadn't found that egg. He lays there on that porch a lot. And Bobo likes eggs. If he ever finds one out in the yard, he gets it. And he just hadn't been up there yet. But anyway, I thank y'all for watching. I pray God blesses you. And I'll see you in the next one.